of deaf people here in Connecticut have filed a lawsuit now against a movie theater chain for not doing enough to make films accessible to everyone.
News 8's Nika Nwosu is live in Hartford tonight with more on that suit and one of the people behind it. Nika.
Sonia, Darren, the man we spoke to, says he can't even remember what movie he was trying to see a few weeks ago, but he does remember what happened, and he says it violated his rights. For most of us, going to the movies isn't difficult.
We went to two different movies.
But it was for Harvey Corson. He's deaf. Speaking through a translator, he says he tried to see a film earlier this month with some friends, but couldn't.
We asked for captioning devices, and he said okay, and he looked around and he informed us that they didn't have any captioning devices.
The theater he tried to go to is Palace 17 in Hartford, owned by Bowtie Cinemas. The company has 9 other theaters in the state, and now Harvey, his friends, and the Connecticut Association for the Deaf is suing Bowtie for violating the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Well, basically the lawsuit is really asking for assurance of equal access to movies that are shown to the public.
Equal access, he says, means an adequate number of captioning devices for the deaf and hard of hearing.
It's a very small screen, about that big.
Devices, he says, Bowtie Cinemas promised when it purchased the theater in 2006.
We haven't been able to come here for a long, long time.
Despite the lawsuit, he and his friends still want to go to the movies and enjoy an American pastime just like everyone else.
People who are deaf, hard of hearing, living in Connecticut, and they should have the same rights and opportunities like any other American that lives here in this country.
Connecticut Association for the Deaf says there are at least 70,000 deaf and hearing impaired folks just here in Hartford County. Now, as for Bowtie Cinemas, we did reach out to them. We left several voice messages and also sent emails, but so far those messages have not been returned. Live in the Hartford newsroom tonight, Nika Nwosu, News 8.